Tika and I were on our neighborhood walk, and the sandhill cranes have made it a point to stay here even though it's springtime. They came down for the winter. They've been here all winter and I keep seeing them around, but today I find them again over here at this field that's over here by my house. What are you eating, Tika? Dill? I think there's some dill growing there. She's eating it. We're just sitting here kind of like getting her acclimated to walking into the store. I'm not gonna walk in yet. She might not be able to today yet, but just sitting here listening to the cars pass, all of the commotion is gonna help her a little bit with her anxiety. My plan was to go into the store, but she is not yet there. She failed the test. One of the employees came out. She's like, this is her first time. This is why I'm here like on a Sunday morning. And probably next time I'd probably even come even earlier than that. I was at Walmart, so now it's 9:30. This is someplace I want to come where it's just about like 8:30 in the morning. There's really not a lot of people, but there were starting to be a lot of people in the garden center. So my plan eventually is to actually go in the store with her. That's like my plan, because traveling with your dog, and this I learned recently because I've done some research. I never did this with my other dog, but it's a great idea, especially during storms when you have to park. And you've seen my video. I have had to park in storms, like at a Lowe's overnight. My plan is to do this again, and then my plan eventually is to get her inside the store so that when we're on the road and she's got to get out and walk around and stretch her legs because it's raining out, it's stormy out, and we've got to be parked at a Lowe's or a Home Depot because of bad weather, there's not a lot that she can do inside a tiny camper, but could take her for a walk inside Lowe's and Home Depot. I don't need to buy anything. I can just walk around the store, look at everything, just walk from aisles, or just walk through the whole store with her. That is a walk in itself. There's air conditioning in there, or in the wintertime it's heated. So it's perfect. Stores like that allow pets are great places to park in storms. Usually when there's a storm, you don't want to be out boondocking because you don't know the nature of the ground where you're at, and you want to be able to get out if you're going to be stuck for 2 days somewhere. We just finished having lunch. I still don't have a table, but it was nice. Footrest. And this is where I also keep my fan, my electric powered fan. It's working off of solar right now. And I keep it here. And I also keep my feet here. I need a break. That leaves lots of room there for Sika. Stop. She had her lunch. And see, if the table was there, she couldn't do that. This is why the table is an issue for me. Big issue for me. I had to close my blinds because there's like nobody here today. Watch. Nobody back there. And they decided to park like that. Like that. Nobody at this park. I parked here on purpose so that because there's nobody back there. There's 3 rows that way. And they decide to, I had my blind up, so I was able to look out. And they decide to come and park right behind me, facing this way, looking at me. Their car is all tilted, so that's why I closed the blind, because I don't know what they're doing in there looking over here. And there's a lot of space around here, a lot more shadier than mine. I'm actually in the sun because I need solar in order to run my inverter. Oh, bark! Trying to edit a video. Some idiot keeps honking his horn out there, driving this dog crazy. He keeps honking and honking his horn out there. Where it goes again? This one's the one that keeps honking his horn. What the heck is wrong with this guy? Weird. What the heck is this guy doing? Look how slow he's going. I don't know what this guy's doing. Look at this. Look at this. I'll be here all day long with this video editing this guy passing through. Oh, he's got a hybrid. Maybe he's down, doesn't have power. Might not have a lot of power in that thing. There are days that I realize that there are people that have demons and they just come to annoy you. Like, I'm home and today I picked the day to come here and I just had my lunch, really relaxed, having a good time here. Dog's doing better with the walk. I don't have a problem with her barking because the honk was annoying. It's not even like a nice honk. It was like annoying car honk. You know the kind that I'm talking about? Just so you know, when we go on the road, we're gonna have a lot of issues with people. When we're parked in places, there are people that are annoying as heck. But I don't mind you barking at those people so that they can keep away from us. Or for you to let me know that they're around us, the creepos. Man, there are a lot of creepos out there. Good girl. Look at the tail. Look at the tail. You're a good girl. Look at that tail. Look at the tail. You're a good girl. See, it's a good girl. Look at that tail. You know you're a good girl. Oh, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. We're going to refine you into a very elegant lady when we're done. Towing people are gone. Oh, we're so happy. And the other car is gone. So maybe I could take a nice nap here on the couch for a while. One of the things I wanted to do today was come here and like take a nap, like kind of like let her settle. We haven't been in the car and we haven't been in the RV for about 5 days, so I want her to settle. Look, this is good. She settles, she sit down, and this is what I want her just to settle, relax, and I want her to feel me being calm here, that she can feel calm, because right now what she feels is probably anxiety from me, anger from me, from these people that are annoying. And I don't want her to associate this place with that. This is our home and this is where we're supposed to be relaxed, right? So that's ultimately why I want to just lay on the couch and just kind of like drift off to sleep if I have to. I have my little block on it over here. They'd be stupid if they'd open that door with this big dog. It's going to be barking at them. The thing is that I think is so incredible about the Labrador is her back, like right in her neck, all her hairs, when she's ready to attack, all her hairs go up like a porcupine. I mean, you will know not to get close to this dog when you see that all the hairs are like sticking up there like that, just like a real porcupine. It's a big, like a big falcon. There it goes. I'm in my bed reading this morning because it's Saturday, so I can do that. And I keep hearing these unfamiliar noises coming from the kitchen. And I heard them last night and Sika started barking. And this is what we came up with is happening. Because this fridge is lower. She's now taken to jumping up there. And then she goes up to all of the cabinets. She starts walking all around the kitchen. And now she's trying to figure out how to jump to this cabinet. Yeah, that's you being sneaky. Started brainstorming this morning, even in my pajamas. I got my bathrobe on because I'm going to be working on the camper today. And I was going to take her to the park, but I really don't want to because I got things I got to get done. And it's just so uncomfortable for me to go to the park without a table here, because when I go to the park, I want to be able to sit and have a meal. And I want this space here where the sofa is that she's settling into nicely to work for both of us, right? If you watch my last video, I'll post it down below. This is like a project that becomes a project that becomes another project. These are my mulberry pancakes, and that's just some cream cheese, a dollop of cream cheese on top because I don't have any whipped cream. Delicious. How much chaos can two little chickens make? Let me show you. This is what I've been doing in the last few weeks. It's kind of making this area really cozy and cute. I still have to pressure wash. I've got to pressure wash the RV. But I did buy some plants because they were on sale at Lowe's. And I've been mulching from my moss trees. So I have a lot of moss on this property. So I use the moss to mulch all of my pots because this is what happens when you got chickens that forage, and this is brand new rich soil. They come in there, they try to eat the bugs inside of the pots. And so I've got to get this done today, because tomorrow this will just be another mess tomorrow. So this is what I'm doing over here. This just looks nice and neat. And then I also planted from the street. It looks really cute because you can see that I also planted behind the Airstream. This is what it looks like over here. And I planted some plants over there in that bed. Some more plants that I planted here. I still have to mulch. And then here is what it looks like from the back. So this area here, also got to put ground cover here. But slowly but surely, it's all coming alive. It's going to look really nice some summer. I can't wait. I might put mulch there, but I'm going to have to put an edging there so it doesn't get into the grass. We'll see, because the chickens forage and they make a mess. Look at this one. She's over here opening a hole under the Airstream. And I also put a pot over here. It looks super cute. So I got to buy some flowers for here. And this is what it looks like without the patio room, because I realized I didn't need that patio room. It was always a mess planting inside the patio. It was always dirty in there with the soil. And that's what it's looking like. And my herb garden is coming along slowly. Plans are to plant some more fruit trees, but the first year I have to be here to make sure that they get watered enough so they can get well grounded. And I might have a cousin of mine coming to live with me. That's still conversations that we're having. So that would be great, because then he can spend some time here helping me out with the property and watering when I'm not here. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, this is me figuring out what I'm going to do with this table. So this table is smaller. The other one I bought was a 20. The 24 inch is too big. This is an 18. Although I rather have a 20. And if I had the 20, it would be perfect because it would cover this. And I really do want this because this helps me slide the table, you know, closer to me at the chair. I'm not going to be able to do that. So I took off the base for now. I'll show you here. This base was here, and this is where the pole is going to go. This part here I would love to use with this table, because this will bring it as a desk. It'll allow this to slide closer to me. And for now, I'm just going to use this part because this is too big. I could have somebody cut this at some point in my life, but for now, I'm just going to use this part here. Two plates do fit here, okay? And if we moved it over, we can probably get a third plate here, or at least we can have 2 drinks here. So 2 people. It gets tight here to eat more than 2 people. Trust me, it's hard. But the other thing is we can also hold the plates in our hand and at least have a place for our drinks if we had, like, let's say 4 people here. If I had some way to put a slider where I can actually slide the table to me when I'm working, that's going to be great. There's a slider on that table, but it's way too big for this size table. I have to train her to not touch what's on the table, because Muffin was a smaller dog, and she knew not to touch what's on the table. But this one, she likes food, and she can reach up at the table. She broke her toy. It's over there. It's a little squeaker. The little squeaker's in my hand. Watch this. She's going crazy over the squeaker. Just finished watering outside, and now I am going to fog up the RV, 2 RVs, the Airstream and my RV, because we are going to spend the night in my RV tonight because we got fleas in the house. So I ended up buying some of these foggers for the house tonight, and I also have this. So every room in the house is going to get a fogger. But before we can fog the house, we have to have a place to spend the night. So I'm going to fog first the Airstream and the TruckCamper with these, so then everything is dead in there. Then before we go into the camper tonight, I have to bathe Sika and my cat with some stuff that I bought, and then go directly before nightfall. We have to go directly into the camper. That's where we're gonna spend the night tonight. It's gonna be interesting. And then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna leave them in the camper, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put the foggers in for the house, and we're gonna spend the entire night in the camper. Cat is tired and soaking wet as well. Let's go, Sika. We're gonna go do the fogging now. You gonna stay here? Okay, you stay here. You're better off here. Well, I took out some things from the camper. Like I took out my water bowls and stuff because I don't want any of that pesticide on the water bowls. I don't want it on my cutting board and the table. I'm going to stain that. So let's go fog up the camper. First things first is, you see the vents? This one I know is closed. That one is open. I'm going to close the vent. I'm close the vent in this one. Just wanted you to see all the landscaping that I'm doing. I'm doing like an Americana theme here. And I'm going to be decorating the RV as well, because a lot of things that were in there that were farmhouse, I took it out and I put it in my house. But as you can see, I got a pressure wash, but it's coming out really nice. We got to close that vent outside. It's a mess in here, but that's okay. It'll all get cleaned up. It'll all get cleaned up after this. Just going to turn it until it stops. There it goes. Okay, now I'm going to go check. The vent is now closed. Now I'm going to go do that with this one too. I already unlocked all the cabinets so it could seep through. All the cabinets, all my closets back there. I wanted to get into every little thing that's here. My RV first, because that's where we're going to spend the night, is in this camper, because this is the first time Missy and Sika are going to be together in this camper tonight. This is good to do every once in a while, especially when you're not using the camper. And then you let it click on. Okay, that thing made me cough really bad. I'm gonna go spit a little bit and gargle, because that stuff is bad. Let's get the next one. That's gonna go in the Airstream. I'm gonna get the other small one. I'm gonna leave the big ones for the house. All right, so you want to be ready with the door so that you can shut it as soon as you come out. I hold my breath and I try not to breathe anything in there while it's in there. So this one is I'm gonna put this one in the middle here. It's like the cat came in here the other day, so I just want to be, plus there's bugs in here because it hasn't been used in a while. So here we go. I'm gonna put it here in the middle. There you go. Oh, got it on my fingers. Okay, so that's gonna go there, and then we're gonna see you later, alligator. Okay, good. That one went better than the other one. And once that thing starts spraying, it starts getting all over the place. It's not good for your lungs. To open that up so that it can cool off, and run some fans in there to make sure that the air is good in there. And then once that's all good, and I'm gonna open the windows and just leave all the windows open in there. And then I'm gonna go bathe Missy, get her in the camper first, and then I'll go bathe Sika. If that's done, then my job is before that, is to get all the stuff that I need for the night in the camper, so I don't have to come back tonight. You're whistling today? It's a weird whistle. Never heard you do that before. You ate all your food? All right, I'm off to the camper. It is 5 o'clock and the sun's gonna be setting soon. I just gotta vent this one. Let's look and see. Okay. All right, I'm gonna open all the windows and start ventilating. I'm gonna let this cool off before I start vacuuming and stuff. So we're gonna be opening this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum. So I'm gonna take this rug out of here. Sika is gonna sleep in this bed tonight. I'm gonna sleep there, and Missy's gonna sleep all the way over there. We'll see how it goes. This is gonna be my first time sleeping in this RV tonight with my cat and my dog. So we're gonna see how it goes. By the way, if you look over the chicken coop, you're gonna see that the swing set that was there, the playground was gone, but the swing set was taken down today because my neighbor wants to make a chicken coop, and her son's gonna make a chicken coop, and he offered to take all of that wood that was on the floor and the swing set. He chainsawed it out, and he's going to be making a coop with that. Super sweet. And that's my house, and that's my feet And there's Sika right here. And my little Missy is over here. She got a bath. Sika got a bath too. She's choosing on her shop. And would you believe it? Today is going to be thundery, rainy day. Look at the sky. Running before it gets dark and before the rain starts. Just made it coming out. It started to rain, but it's not. It's just slightly falling now. Can you believe it? Missy, you never got a bath. This was your first bath ever. Because you do such a good job cleaning yourself. But those fleas are bad. Great things about having a truck camper is you have that additional ventilation. So I have the ventilation from the top of the rig on the two windows. When I got up to take Sika, it was probably like 5 in the morning, and I took her out and I noticed that the bottom portion of the rig was way, way cooler than the top. So what I did when I came back was I slept another like hour and a half at the top, not at the top, I slept at the bottom because it was way cooler and I was able to be way more comfortable with her down there. So that's one of the nice things of the truck camper, because you have the two-way ventilation. If you open all of the windows, you have a lot of the circulating going on of air and breeze and stuff like that. I think the truck camper design is a very intelligent design, and every time that I think about getting another rig, it's like, it's going to be longer. It's going to be level. There's not the top bunk. And the top bunk, the great thing about the top loft is that air circulation that you get, that you don't get with other campers and vans, because you're stifled like at the bottom. It's like a ranch house, But if you have a house that has 2 floors and you're able to open the top level, then everything starts circulating and it just feels so much more better in there. Right, this is the table. Now I'm going to stain it this color because it's the color that matches the cabinets in my RV. I'm in my craft room. That's where I edit my videos. And I put a tablecloth here on this table. This is where I paint, where I sew, where I do all the craft stuff here. And Sika is interested in these rubber gloves that I have on now. She's smelled them and likes them and wants to chew them. She thinks it's a chew toy. No. All right, so here's my table. I did the bottom. I did 2 coats on the top, which is perfect because it's going to be a little darker, and I'm going to love this because it's going to match my cabinets. And then I've been painting this weekend all of these pots that I inherited from my uncle's house, and they were all completely cement colors. So I went ahead and I painted those, and I just put the polyacrylic over them because they're going to be outdoors. And then this one was really elaborate. This one was completely cement color. All the color had coming off. It had faded away, so I kind of painted that. It's pretty elaborate, but I had a great time painting. I haven't painted in a while, so this is why you didn't see a video this week, because I was just in love with just getting to painting again. So it's got a little bit of sheen on it because I put the polyacrylic. And that's the next thing that I'm going to do on this table, is put a couple of coats of the acrylic on there to protect the table from any spills or anything like that. I'm really blessed to be able to have a craft room where I can come to and do all my craft projects and my decorating projects here at the house, and it's just been really nice getting back into that again. Well, good morning. Last night I tried, sorry, I just dropped my E6000 I'm bringing to the RV now. I just last night I tried to do the upholstery. I did cut the fabric, so they're already cut, but my stapler doesn't work. So, and I have like 3 other staplers that used to be my uncle's, and those are broken too. So I'm just going to go out today and I'm going to buy a new stapler. As you can see, yesterday I vacuumed there and I cleaned the seats. The white seats are clean. This is where my generator is. But my batteries are here for my solar. I have 2 batteries for solar here. Well, there's no way that I can take this out and put a sofa or anything else here. I spent a lot of time cleaning and doing a whole bunch of stuff this week. After we slept in here with the bugs, I vacuumed everything out, cleaned it really well. I love my camper so much. I really love it. The next big project that I want to do is I want to remove this refrigerator, and I also want to change out the batteries that are in here because they don't really hold a charge at night. They're not going to keep my fridge cold. All right, this is my first day with Sika. and her slip lead. She usually wears a harness, but she's getting so good. I decided today I'm going to try her out. Got the camper here. Go through the butterfly garden and see how it's progressing. It looks so pretty, lush. She can reach my food in the table. So I haven't been vlogging because I've kind of like been sitting here feeling things out. How I like the seats, how I like the table before I continue to work on them. But I do like it. The table is perfect. It's nice and small. I did a little bit of journaling here a little while ago, so it was fine for me. Have the fan on over here. My oven open, so we have the fan blowing at us. It's going to be 89 degrees, probably close to that now. But it's nice. I got all the windows open. I got my other fan on over here, getting all the heat out. And she's a good girl. She's not attacking my food. She's sitting here waiting for her little piece. So far so good. I'm really enjoying the camper as it is right now. Just love the way that the color matches all the cabinets. I just love it. It just looks so cozy and comfortable here right now. It's Missy. There's a coyote right there. We just saw the coyote back behind the fence, right near that cow. And Missy was the one that saw it. I was busy here having my coffee. What do you need? Go run around for a bit, okay? Let me relax and get ease into my day.